Stories untold, tales that we've spun, quite a few missing, where have they gone? Come and fill your mind with ghosts of the past, now that we're breaking bud. Now that we're breaking bud. Now that we're breaking bud. Now that we're breaking bud.
La 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 la.
Life's a pretty, pretty, pretty. Maya he, Maya who, Maya ha, Maya ha. So, welcome to the second mini bard.
Mini bard,
where we don't really know what we're doing, but that's the whole point. Thank you again to our lovely guest, Louise.
You're very
Miles.
welcome. Very welcome.
It was a pleasure to tell you that story.
Thank you for having me and for telling the story so well.
Thank you. Yeah, I like to.
I'm sure the listeners will agree.
Inshallah. Let's pretend. By the way, I'm not Muslim. I just have been learning Arabic for 2 years, and I love it. Like every gay, I have vocal sims, and now it's I guess sourced from the Quran.
No.
Let's start with the toast.
Oh, yes.
Who would you toast that toast to?
So I have someone which I was surprised about, actually, because there's so many people that we could toast to.
Yeah.
The story that it is, I think, nearly everyone who wasn't the state could be toasted to. But I think based on the conversation from the beginning, if you remember back, listeners, around religion, I feel like my perspectives haven't changed, but there was a person or a body in the story that made me question, or not even question, but it just showed religion in the way that I feel it should be. So my toast is to the MCC.
To the MCC.
Cheers.
Cheers
to
to
the MCC, setting an example of what religion should be like.
I completely agree.
Just take it as an example. If
we need to drink.
Oh, we do. Just do it again. To the MCC.
Yeah, sorry. MCC.
Cheers.
Cheers. I always tap down. And I've told you about this before, don't you?
It's lovely, yeah.
It's quite deep, but if you know me, you know me now. But it's about.
I mean, it's not deeper than the story we just told.
No, it's not, and actually, it's quite fitting. But
exactly, it is.
If you tap,
let's do it again. Tell them the story, then we'll do it again.
So I always drink, and then you tap to the floor, not the floor, tap to the table, and it's so that the people who have passed, who are no longer with us, drink as well.
So just to clarify, will you cheers, tap, then drink, or cheers, drink, then tap?
Cheers, tap, drink.
Cheers,
so cheers, tap, and then drink.
I mean, basically all Breaking Bad will be relevant for.
Yeah, exactly. And all future guests, if there are any.
You should make that happen.
It will be.
But it would be the MCC, I think. I
think that's really lovely, because it's true that it's that kind of, as you said, it's like a kind of, not like all of them could have been toasted, as you said, but it's like, that kind of.
Oh my God.
This can't be it. No. Oh God. Dark humour.
Sorry, everyone. No. Apologies. You gotta keep that in.
You
can. You have to.
Okay.
No, because it was completely innocent.
It is completely innocent.
We could have toasted to anyone.
We could have toasted to anyone, but it is really poignant to toast to the religious faction, because they really showed up when, as it says, mayors, etc. There's political stuff, blah, 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 blah. But all of the churches that laughed in their faces said
exactly.
No.
And they were central to the story. They were the victims. They were patrons. They were the only people that recognised the victims afterwards. I think hats off.
Well, that's what a lovely toast you did. You chose the right people, although it's subjective, so
Yeah, exactly. There's no right people, but I think from my own personal,
I love that, because it shows it touched you. Like that's the thing.
Exactly.
As I said, these people, I always like to say that the people live now. They're in the room with us. And
No, I love that. Yeah, it was a tough story, but I mean, I think it was like 2 hours long, so I think I will definitely have to do 2 episodes maybe of this one.
I don't think there's much that, I mean, not from us, but from the story that could be cut. It was important to capture.
Very important.
Cut all my bits if you want.
Cut. No, because even I love them.
Me too. I'm joking. Just being modest.
But anyway, please let's move on to something a bit more light-hearted, or just something completely else.
Yes.
I asked you to look for something. What did I ask you?
You asked me to have a look and see if there is any more uplifting news, LGBTQ plus related, to share after such a sad and important story.
And did you find anything, darling?
I did.
Oh.
It was difficult from a news perspective.
Yeah.
There were a few things which I've captured here.
Lovely.
But some things where it was always like caveated in, it was like resistance protests, like that kind of.
Love though.
But I've chosen ones that I think are just purely positive.
Beautiful.
I think, just because.
Well, lift me up, darling.
I will. Okay, I'm not quite the storyteller that you are.
I'm sure you are.
So I will go for it now. I'm going to do it in. I've got 4, which is quite a lot.
I love.
We don't have to do them all. You can cut out any ones you think are not great. The first, so I'll go from least interesting / cheerful to maybe some of the more impactful ones.
Fantastic.
This first one, so the headline is very promising. Mm-hmm. So Philippines Supreme Court makes landmark ruling for same-sex couples.
Love.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So went in there, been like, great. Yeah. Marriage equality.
Yeah.
Really amazing.
Let's go.
No, not quite that.
Oh.
But still good. Still important.
Yeah.
Still important. So, not quite as romantic, shall we say. Okay. Still important. Mm-hmm. So, the Supreme Court of the Philippines has ruled that same-sex couples who live together may be recognized as co-owners of property acquired during their relationship, provided there is clear proof of actual contribution.
What? What? So you have to like
show if you're paying for the mortgage.
I was gonna be like, show you do the dishes.
All that maybe potentially.
Okay, so you have to own a house together.
If you know, so if you can be seen as co-owners.
Okay.
So if you got a property during the relationship, you can be seen as co-owners. So that's what I'm saying. It's a little bit of a dry beginning.
Yeah.
If mortgages are your thing, uplifting.
I mean, I've got one now. So.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Yep. See, all very important.
So, sorry, just to clarify. So, if like 2 gay men kind of co-own or can show this, then they will let them get married. Is that it?
No. Marriage is not involved. Oh. No. This is purely a mortgage-based landmark ruling.
Oh, okay. So if you're rich enough to be able to buy a house, then you're allowed to buy one with another man
or woman.
So
no. If you're a woman yourself.
Yeah.
So I said I was starting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay.
That's what I mean. This part of the reason I brought it, because the headline of landmark ruling for same-sex couples just strikes me as a little bit overstating it.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't it? Like, you bought a property together, you can own the property together.
Wow.
Great.
Brilliant.
So, and the lovely person on the, she's wearing a wedding dress, which is, so being married is not allowed just yet. But you can co-own a home, which is an important step from a couple's perspective.
But again, still very classist, because it depends on being able to buy a fucking home.
Yeah. So not great. So this is what I was talking about. This was, when I saw landmark ruling, I was like, Philippines of marriage equality. Great.
Let's go.
Excellent. No. Okay, so number 3.
Ooh.
No.
Wait.
We're counting down. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Let's try again.
Thanks for clarifying.
Number 2.
Okay.
Another slightly money-based one.
Okay.
But I thought it was quite cool, interesting. Okay, this is quite not so much good news, but encouraging news, things we probably already knew.
Yeah.
So, publicly funded gender-affirming care is great for the economy, says new study. So, Publicly funded gender-affirming care for transgender people could actually save millions for taxpayers and boost the economy, according to a new study.
Brilliant. Well,
Stunning.
it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. So, according to the data, trans Australians who haven't started hormone therapy are between 3 and 7 times more likely to access mental health services for issues such as gender dysphoria. However, after starting hormone therapy, the same population used between 0.3 and 2.6 fewer mental health services on average. So overall, there's a considerable saving to gender-affirming care.
Wow. Well, yeah, it makes sense.
Well, of course it does.
It's like, for God's sake, it's like, oh, these people that we're like, oh, you're not allowed to live your life because of X, Y, and Z crap reasons.
Well, exactly.
Well, yeah, they're going to go and use healthcare because they are, going through a tough time. Oh God!
Well, exactly, and it's so sad that we need
so
like
sad
some.
that we
Again,
need-
this is why we're starting low.
No,
that's
no,
why I
but
had to
I
bring
appreciate
forward.
it, though.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought like a relatively positive study.
Yeah.
Sad that money needs to be the reason.
Sad that money.
But so using the standard $100 cost for psychological visits compared to gender-affirming treatment costs, they discovered the government was spending anywhere between $30 and $260 less per person after starting hormones.
Wow.
Save.
Save. Wow, the world that we live in.
I know. So I said I was struggling. Like I was hard to find.
But it is important. Like, unfortunately, I do think that we're in the sort of world that, like, if things were to go towards more gender equality and just equality, like, in a social way, unfortunately, it will be by showing these people.
Exactly.
It's like, let's not even bring up Brexit. But, so many people, like, now we're pointing to, according to studies, it costs the average household £1,000 more for Brexit. But still, that's a lot of money.
Yes, loads of fucking
billions
money.
of money, and
Billions of
unfortunately,
monies.
lots of monies.
So there was a report, not to change the subject completely, but there was a report published, a big report today around it's like the environmental risk to businesses and why climate change, why the end of the world as we know it is bad for business, which should be assumed, I think. But
Alexander von Humboldt is in his
exactly,
grave,
he's rolling in his
being like,
bloody grave. You
it
fucking
was
bastards!
all connected.
I fucking told
I've
you.
been telling you.
Yeah, yes, exactly. And it's just so sad that it's like,
It's so sad.
why do you need more reasons to protect the only planet that is capable of sustaining life, to our knowledge?
Capitalism.
Exactly. So we have a couple more.
Lovely.
They do get better, kind of. So this is kind of relevant to where we've just come from and to Breaking Bad. So the headline is Professors and Students Preserving LGBTQ plus History on Wikipedia.
Ooh.
So a professor at UC Berkeley and her students are actively editing and creating Wikipedia pages to ensure LGBTQ plus history, especially trans and queer people of colour, isn't erased or misrepresented.
That's brilliant.
Isn't that cool?
That's really good.
Yeah, I've heard of these things before. They're called like wikithons or something, where people sit down and like there's like a real big drive to kind
I'd
of.
love to go to a wikithon.
Yeah, I think that's what they got. I might have made that up, but it's got a name, and it is all about like preserving the
Sounds like a Wiccan, nerdy
yes.
Wiccan. I love that. That's brilliant. And do you know what? It's so important because as we see with some major countries in the world, they tend to go after, history and changing it. For example, the US, one of the first moves of the Trump administration 2.0 was to get rid of all references to like queer and trans people, and it's taking it out.
Yeah.
And
what's that? The
it's
pride
such a
flag coming
minority.
off the Stonewall Monument.
Yeah,
Well, the Stonewall Bar as well. Mental.
yeah, it's really bad. So good to see people are pushing back.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, and Wikipedia is obviously an incredible resource and publicly funded, and you can just access it, and no one can really
No,
do anything about that. So over the past decade, they've created 63 new entries, edited hundreds more, and added hundreds of thousands of words and citations that have been viewed hundreds of millions of times.
that's brilliant.
Isn't that good?
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, see, that was a good one.
that's
See,
a good
we're
one.
getting
Very
there.
good
We're
one.
getting
Yeah,
there.
I like this. Ooh.
Very Breaking Bad-y.
She's edging me.
Oh, she is. This is also a really good one. Right, so we touched on it a little bit previously. This is the culmination of my 4 very positive, exciting news stories. This is to do with CRISPR.
Yes, I love CRISPR.
You love CRISPR. Everyone loves CRISPR. Do you know what it stands for?
No.
No, I don't either.
Oh, brilliant.
I can find out. It's very no, it's one of those things I've only ever heard about it as CRISPR, and
Yeah, me too.
even
I have read, like,
working directly with
cellular.
Give a guess. Go on, give a guess.
It's like CRISPR, cellular joining interior of the spatial Rex.
So how many words is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 out of 6 correct. No, bullshit.
I was like, I just made a
It's-
dinosaur up.
It's clustered, regularly interspaced, short palindromic repeats.
Of course.
Which, I didn't know that. So it's a very up-and-coming, cutting-edge gene editing therapy.
Love. Like snipping.
CRISPR breakthrough. Scientists from China currently, but I think it's going on lots of places, remove HIV DNA from infected cells. Wow. So a new study from China has sparked global attention after researchers reported that they successfully removed HIV from the DNA of human cells using CRISPR gene editing. Try again. A new study from China has sparked global attention after researchers reported that they successfully removed HIV from the DNA of human cells using CRISPR gene editing technology.
Wow.
The development, widely discussed on social media, where I found it, is being described as a major scientific breakthrough.
That's amazing.
I think the study itself has been going on for a long time. It's been happened in mice, and in mice, I think they found that there was any rebound, so it's like really close to a cure.
Wow.
For the first time ever. There's loads of technicalities still.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd know this. I'm guessing, is it like taking it out of someone who has HIV so that they don't give it to the person that they're born, or is it literally out of the person?
Out of the person. So it's a cure, I think. So it's because I think viruses basically, from what I understand, might be completely wrong, can like slightly edit the genetic code to make cells replicate them.
Yeah.
So it's stopping that from happening.
Wow.
From what I understand.
And then cells regenerate without the HIV.
Yeah, effectively so. I think. I mean, it might be wildly wrong. This is not my area of biology.
Let us know.
Please do. Not my area of biology at all. But so current HIV treatments stop proliferation at all. So like undetectable. What is it? They say
untransmissible.
Yeah, untransmissible. That's the one. Yeah,
U equals U.
Yeah, untransmissible. That's the one I couldn't think of. Yeah, so that already is a massive breakthrough. But this is first steps towards an actual cure for HIV.
Wow, that's amazing.
Again, we're still in clinical trial stage, and I think it was big news the middle of last year.
Oh, brilliant.
Moving from mouse to human studies, and it's such a difficult disease to tackle. I think it's like unprecedented, really, in terms of its complexity and how it is structured, and the effects that it presents in humans, or the effects that it causes in humans. And there's loads more hurdles to actually hit before we actually get a cure. But this is like a huge step in the right direction.
Can you imagine? That's amazing. I mean, already just having prep and stuff like that. It's like when you think of the decades of people being like, you get it once, you can't get rid of it. Like, I think a lot of us have resigned to the fact that there wouldn't be a cure. So it's really amazing to think that, like, we're not just saying, like, it's not if, it's when.
Yeah, I think that is what is the real takeaway from this is, like, people think it's on the horizon now. It's like,
that's brilliant. That'll change everything. I mean, gosh, CRISPR's great.
Yeah,
like,
there is.
I remember looking into it because a lot of the time, I watch my little YouTube videos and like, what's a black hole and all these things that I wish, like, when I was younger, I'd like.
I'm better at that than I am at CRISPR, to be honest.
Well, that's the thing. But yeah, it's mad to think that of the shit that you can do these days. And I just love the fact that there are people, scientists, devoting their lives and their career to try and get rid of these things. And it's like, every day, especially as a journalist myself, it's like, the political, this person invades this person, but in the background, you've got these people that are just trying to, like, make everything, like, a safer world for people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I love that.
And I think I slagged off ChatGPT because they didn't summarize the articles very well, which is a crazy thing to complain about. Like the fucking AI, the robot didn't do what I asked it to quite the way I wanted it to.
Let's
Mental.
talk about that. Isn't it mad that like 2-3 years ago, like we all like, you know, we all criticize, well, we all jokingly comment on how, oh, you're using ChatGPT, blah, blah. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I'm embarrassed about doing this, but when I shaved my beard off and did a beard stash, I did send a picture to it and asked myself, do I look like a thumb? And it was my psychologist and was like, first of all, Kaine, you've got a great looking start to a beard stash. And no, you do not look like a thumb. This is just the beard dysmorphia. Give it 7 days and you'll be right. Like, it's giving Barbie and Ken energy all the time. Yes. I can't stand it.
No, me neither.
Either. But then honestly, I'm not going to lie, when I was like, you know, it was saying stuff like, well, first of all, it was actually saying intelligent stuff. For example, like, well, first of all, when people see you, they don't see you the way that you look yourself in the mirror, which is static, looking at one angle.
Yeah.
People see you as a moving thing. And also just like going to the way we see ourselves.
Yeah.
It's like your voice that you hear.
Oh, yeah, very
We
much.
hear it completely different because we're hearing it literally reverberate in our bones, which is why we all hear our voices slightly lower. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, no, because the bass in your head. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
It
Do you know
goes through
what
a bone
not to
in your
completely, again, go on a tangent, but what I would love and what I thought about, I'm not sure there's any money in it really, is an app that I can record my voice into and I can tweak it into the point that I hear it exactly as I hear it in my head. And I can show it to you. So this is how I sound to myself. And then you could do the same to me.
That's really cool.
Wouldn't that be good?
Yeah, that would be
it's
really
quite
good.
simple as well. You just got to like lower the bass a bit. And you can just do it yourself, like tweak some sliders and be like, yep, that's how I hear myself.
Wow, that's really interesting.
And then I can hear what you sound like to yourself.
Because like as a musician as well, like I can talk pitch. I can talk these things that you're saying. And I've never that's a really good idea. I like that. Lewis, you might be onto something.
Yeah, I think people would be interested for a second or two, at least.
Well, I mean, it'd just be fucking like all the
It'd be
AI
cool.
shit that we see.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the AI fucking slop that I'm seeing at the moment.
Oh, well, one thing I was going to say just before we completely go to AI,
yeah.
but the reason I said I was slaying off ChatGPT is that so many medical breakthroughs now. Oh, hello. ChatGPT, she's here.
Google password required. Fuck off. Sorry about that, darling.
No, you're right. So many breakthroughs in medicine and life sciences have AI.
Yeah.
Like protein synthesis and stuff is huge.
Yeah.
And again, like talking about being on the cusp of a cure for HIV, which is like one disease, but cancer is much broader. But again, there's so many breakthroughs happening because of AI.
Yeah.
And from my job, which is like life sciences at the minute, so many companies are like biotech is a huge thing. And AI plays such a huge role in it. And it will be a huge part of our lives for good or for ill.
For sure. And like, that's a perfect segue into what I was going to talk about. But it's like, it's so weird, right? Like, I was listening to a report today about how there are these, an AI app in Africa that are helping farmers a lot. There's one that is helping farmers like with the language, like it's taught the language model, the very
really
specific dialects that are in Africa. And it can ask questions like, oh, you know, so a farmer can literally be like, there's this, take a picture, what's happening to my plant?
Yeah,
and the AI will speak back to it because in some places where literacy is low, it can do the voice thing. And so these people had been like doing these very specific regional dialects. Amazing. Another one where basically it's teaching, AI is going in and being like, oh, between this grass and this herb, this is the herb. This is the thing we need. This is the spinach, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like before that would be people just going through and picking there. And how it's just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. But then we've also got these fucking AI slop videos.
Awful, mental.
That are, I can't receive a reel now without thinking,
AI.
Is it AI or not? And do you know what I've noticed? So I've started with a theory. I'm really interested in this actually because I'll tell you a few that I've seen. All of them have to do, the general feeling is kind of like something that will obviously like garner our attention, something that feels like we'd never be able to see. So a lot of times it's like nature or like animals. So I saw this one, Lewis.
Oh, it's going to piss me right off.
So it's like the CCTV, like a ring doorbell of a cabin, right?
Yeah.
And you can see gorgeous mountain, like really like snow. And you see like a mother bear and her cub walking towards the cabin.
Yeah.
And then suddenly the mother bear like kind of just like runs and jumps on her cub and pushes up against her. At that same time, a snow avalanche comes and hits like both of them. And it's like mother bear naturally feels the earth, the avalanche coming and protects her young. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was true for about 3.5 seconds. And then literally the snow falls away and they're all fine. And I'm like, what the fucking... But then I go in, it had 9.5 million views on Facebook. And I'm just like, why? Like,
that's what I was gonna say. I think like AI, it's just a tool, like in the way that computers at the time were a tool. So
it's people, isn't it, who's saying...
It's capitalism.
Yeah, it is.
It's when you filter it through people trying to make money, sell us stuff, and deceive people because it's selling itself as being real.
Yeah.
And that when you see that the Coke advert, that makes me so angry. Did you see that this year?
No.
Last year, Christmas.
Yeah.
Already a very capitalistic topic, but the Christmas Coke advert, great, love it.
Yeah.
Holidays are coming, holidays are coming. The whole advert was AI from start to finish. The people in it were AI. The lorries were AI. It looked shit.
Yeah.
Like, just rerun that advert that everyone loves over and over and over again. You don't need to do that. And like, you're fucking Coca-Cola. You can afford
a bag
to pay a fucking whatever anything. You can afford. Oh. I'm with you now. I'm with you. Took me a while.
Charlie XCX bumping that.
You can afford to pay an advertising agency to fucking do an advert. Like, stop being stupid. But yeah, and again with nature, why do you need? Not to just go on the Alexander Humboldt trajectory again, but why do you need to make it up?
Yeah,
it's incredible. It's amazing. It's fantastic. You don't need bullshit. Like there's this monkey grabbing an umbrella, and like flying off at Mary Poppins in the wind, and everyone's like, "Oh my god!"
But this is what's weird is that like obviously this video when you looked up, it was like made with AI, and
it said it.
Yeah. All of them do though. Like I think it's like legally like there's a
AI
lot of
info.
them have
made
with and the company's called like AI. But there's so many people who are like, wow, a mother's instinct is nature. Like, and I'm just like, it's such a weird hill to die on. And you're right. It's like, I mean, to not get political, but let's do it. You know, so many of the, very like far right AI, they love it as well. You know, the boats of people coming over. And that's made by like an Indian bloke living in like India.
Yeah.
And he's literally, because he knows he's just gonna, get money from the people who are like, great, I'll share that because it really, and it's that thing, and it's like I kind of get like awfully, I get the hatred and the political division because that's what our life is, all about. But it's just really weird. Like I saw another one which was just mountain goats running on mountains. And, the first 5 seconds, like they're doing really amazing. It's like, first of all, you just have to think, who's put a GoPro? Like, and then they like, whee! And it's like kind of like GTA where they like fall off, but they're falling off hundreds of meters and then they bounce and they keep running. And I look, and my friend Dan sent me that.
Dan, look alive.
And then
Dan.
he was like, oh, sorry, just realized it was AI. And then he sent me another video and that was also AI.
My husband, Renato, he gets sucked into not so much the videos. Often now because I think he's just, if you're not really keeping up to date with the conversation around AI, like, can you imagine those people who don't read the news and all of a sudden it's just videos? Why would you think anything different?
Well, that's the thing.
Why would you think so? Like, I don't think he was necessarily super plugged into the whole AI conversation. So then loads of videos were coming up. He just sent to me, being like, "Oh my god, have you seen this?" I was like, "That's not real." But now he well, sometimes he'll still send it to me, but like, I think that's not real. But where he really is starting to get sucked in isn't videos, it's singers on Spotify.
No.
Yeah, like amazing sounding singers.
Yeah, I know.
Like And there's sometimes when they're too perfect, they're too pitch perfect.
Yeah.
With like vibrato and stuff, it like just sounds like a step down. Like every note is there. But it's other times it's really difficult to tell when they're singing normally.
Yeah.
And my basically go-to now is if I hear like an incredible singer that I've not heard of before, I'm like, is that real?
It's Kaine Francesco.
Yes, you!
No, but I know what you mean because
It's like my instinct, like defensiveness to be like, we need to see if that's real because how are they not like Whitney Houston levels of fame? They sound like that.
This is just the world we live in now. But that's the thing, we can't watch anything anymore without knowing it's AI. And the worst is, again, it goes back to the nature thing. That for me, it's like obviously, you know, once you look a few times, you look at the comments, you know it's AI. What for me is really interesting is the angles they're taking to kind of deceive us. Like they'll do these things that we'll think, oh, it's like nature, like looks really, or going back to the music. Another shout out, throwing all my friends under the bus right now.
Drag them.
Yeah, Jeremy Martin of Jeremy and Carol Jarreau fame. While we were in Portugal on the holiday, he was like, "Oh my god, have you heard this? It's basically like 90s rap with like, you know, motherfucker and all that.
Eminem.
Yeah, kind of vibes, but all done in like a kind of slow jazzy way. And it's kind of like, it's cool. And he was like, oh yeah, look. But then he was like actually like listening to it. And that's the thing. So it's like, it's getting it through this whole, oh look, we're taking something you like and we're doing it a different genre. But then you're like,
I've seen them. Yeah. The video's similar. Like,
and there's loads. It's like, oh, it will take, you know, an old thing and it will make it like bardcore, or it will be like as if it was done in medieval.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's fun for a moment, but let's all just remember that like there are singer-songwriters and there are artists out there that release, that spend all money and time, and yet their family won't even listen to the songs that they release. And yet, you know, someone will take someone's artistry that's already made, use AI to make this 1920s swing jazz, and people are like sharing that millions of views.
Yeah,
and I don't want to sound pessimistic, but it just makes me think, fucking hell, are we fucked?
I know. I am
I know.
going to be slightly I'm going to be slightly hypocritical. And the one avenue that I do quite like it is there's like a few Instagram pages that does like AI versions of like traditional art movements like Renaissance, Impressionist, like really old, like classics, and put gay couples in them. And I kind of love that.
But that's lovely.
Because we like it. But that is so like, because like you can't, people don't paint in that style really anymore. So, and it's surprising how like affirming and lovely it is to see like gay love captured or LGBT love captured in that style and that time. And then I've seen that and I'm like, oh, I love it. And I do like follow it sometimes.
But it just makes you think, how the fuck are we going to capture history anymore?
Well, and like fake news and stuff and deep fakes and stuff are going to be impossible to...
I mean, you know, not to go back to the US, but she's doing some things.
Fucking hell, I know.
You know, that woman who was protesting against ICE, who they took a picture of her.
They changed her face.
Changed her face to make her look really upset and like angry and like... And then the White House was like, oh, it's just memes. And it's like, no one has accountability anymore. Nothing is real.
No, it's crazy. Like, it's especially scary. Like when you couple it with the political kind of situation we're in now. Yeah. Like maybe there could foreseeably be in a time when, or a reality when AI happened and then we had a really good regulation and like a really fair, legitimate, non-money driven press that doesn't have specific agendas that is all about upholding capitalism. Then great, maybe it would have been fine, but...
That's not the world we live in, baby.
And it's all just crazy and scary.
Gosh.
But yeah, look at the gay paintings. They're really nice.
I mean, that's... we'll put some on the, really cool, Instagram. Really nice. No, we won't.
No, we can't. We can't. But you can look. We won't share them with you. No. But I'll show you.
Okay, show me. But wow, what a mini bard. We went from
Filipino mortgages
to bears in the wild protecting their young to 1920s swing band of some like P Diddy songs
to
to
Gay Renaissance paintings.
Gay Renaissance paintings. And I think that's very much, I hope, going to be the vibes of minibards.
I hope so.
Unstructured
Chill.
vibes. It's nice.
Yeah.
Nice chatting. This is the sort of shit we'd talk about anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true.
Well, you'd be wanting to play categories.
We can't talk about it on here because people will steal it.
Okay.
It's my game. No, we can.
Go on, tell them.
So, categories is just a game that my friend will share. If Shane's listening, I don't think he is, will claim that he invented, but no, I invented it.
Oh. You should send this to Shane.
Many people will probably say they invented it. But basically, all you do is when you're all either pre-drinks, you've got people around, you want to listen to music, but you're not sure which music to listen to. Mm-hmm. So rather than being like, what should we listen to? Someone will pick a category. The category could be songs that remind you of a school disco. Like school disco could be the category. Or it could be favourite Madonna song. Or it could be song to commemorate the victims of the upstairs Inferno. It could be anything.
Yeah.
It could be
Favorite Disney.
Favorite Disney. It could
Songs that make you cry.
be songs that make you cry. Saddest voice you ever heard. Best voice you ever heard.
Best live performance.
Best live performance. Best cover.
We've done them all.
There's so many songs to listen to when you're driving by the sea and it's sunset. There can be anything you like, and then everyone goes around and adds a song to the playlist, and then you listen to it, and you can pick a winner if you're that way inclined, but there's no need to if you don't want to. And you just listen to music.
Very PC.
Very PC here. And with that, everyone.
Yeah, and with that, brilliant. So that's categories.
Yes.
Well, what an eclectic episode this has been.
I know.
But as always, it's been a pleasure. My
Yes,
darling.
thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
It's been really fun, and hopefully I will be appearing again.
Yeah, let's get it. I'm going to Turkey this weekend. Oh, one final thing. I'm going to fucking Istanbul this weekend.
Oh,
right?
yes.
On Friday. It's snowing.
I was when I was there.
I thought this today.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
we must mention it on the podcast.
Yeah, I was so surprised, but I was so, but it was really cool because I think it's quite a normal thing that happens all the time. But I had no idea.
Well, me neither.
So it was New Year's Day, and we were just in the hotel, and then it started snowing, and I was like, we have to get out. So we were like not hungover, but we were just chilling. And then I was like, we have to leave. So we like threw on our clothes, ran downstairs, tried to get a taxi to try and go to the mosques in the snow. I was like, I've never seen a mosque in the snow. I never thought I'd see a mosque in the snow.
Yeah,
really
that's what I want to do.
But now it's quite normal. But still, at the time, I was like so excited.
Well, here I was
And it
wanting
was
to
really
get some
cool.
winter sun, and
Yeah,
it's literally
I know.
maybe snowing. But
Yeah.
I think there's some sunny days, but it's like not more than like 14 degrees. So I'm gonna have to bring
14
my.
degrees.
Yeah.
You'll be lucky. Fucking hell.
Well, as they say, teşekkür ederim. Thank you very much in Turkish. Of course, I speak Turkish before I go. But yeah, thank you everyone. This is going to be a long one as well. We've been on it tonight.
There's lots to cut out for this one.
There is to be honest. But thank you.
Thanks so much, my lovely.
Love you, my darling.
Love you too.
Thank you. And bye everyone. Bye. Mini Bard.